Rex, and this is a vault full of whiskey that we drink and say things, and some reason.
The goal is to drink every whiskey in here each episode.
By the end of the week.
Now, couple of things.
Yeah.
We've done, this is Wigle, by the way. This is a gift from Anthony Puccio.
Anthony Puccio, you magnificent
Bastard!
Fight!
We've done Wigle.
Yes.
Now, we did a bunch of their baby ones that freaked us out a little bit, like Old Sap.
Yes.
And Rye, Ruski, or
anybody
whatever.
that watches the show, even semi-regularly, has probably caught me talking about Wigle because they simultaneously make really beautiful stuff that feels really, classic flavors, but then they're not afraid to experiment, color outside the lines. Sometimes
Dramatically outside the lines.
it's like, oh my God, is this even a whiskey?
Like off the paper onto the table.
Yeah, which I have mad respect for every once in a while.
Yeah.
One of those
We're
experiments.
big fans of Wigle.
Oh yeah, no, I love the hell
Because they're so weird.
because they're willing to try that.
Yes.
Because they're willing to try this.
Now, we actually reviewed a bourbon like a year and a half, almost 2 years ago. We're doing it again because this was a gift and because I wanted to see what would happen. You need your shades?
It's my barrette.
Oh, okay.
It's my man barrette.
I wanted to see batch consistency. This is something you get with craft, which is because they lack the quantity of barrels to blend a consistent profile.
Right.
Oftentimes they'll do batch releases, so they say, "Look, this is our bourbon again."
Right.
But it might taste a little bit different.
Right.
Now this is batch number 22.
To that point, the giant whiskey makers that have been around for decades.
Yes.
That's not an issue because they have so many barrels
Hundreds
to pull
and hundreds
from,
to dump at a time.
and they have like teams of people to dial in just the exact consistent flavor profile from bottle to bottle.
Guys like Wigle have the team.
Yeah.
They don't have the quantity of whiskey.
They don't have the options to pull from.
Right.
And it's not like tiny craft. I mean, even getting up into like the medium scale level.
Yeah.
From year to year, there's so much variation from the barrels and the seasons and the types of what the grains we're doing. You could be doing the actual distillation process the exact same way. You're going to find a recognizably different result very often.
And I like it when the craft guys own that and tell you the batch as a way of owning, look, this one may be slightly different.
I don't know. That doesn't bother. That's actually one of the things that's more interesting and it's exciting to me about craft.
Me too.
It feels like what vintage is in wine.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely. You have one great year and then the next one, who knows? And,
Man. Was that like a cherry sandalwood?
Yeah, I'm going to tell you what we described this as last time. Not this one, but the other one. And then we're going to compare the other one.
Right.
All right. So
this is bright.
I do think cherry, and interestingly, there is this light fresh wood.
Yeah. I don't know if it's sandalwood, because sandalwood's a very distinct flavor. Yeah. But it's an aromatic wood. It's not just the charred oak barrel. It's not
right.
It's not a smoky wood.
It's like the kind of fresh wood when you use it to make a room smell better, like you would with cedar panels or something, right? But it's not cedar.
Yeah, but that like fresh cut wood smell. With that cherry, and that cherry kind of develops into a little bit of a honey there. This is not a weird, I'm still in the nose. This is not a weird experiment from Wigle. This feels like, this smells like, there's the word, smells.
Smells like classic
yes.
Craft bourbon. Now, in the palate.
Sounds too. Yeah. It's classic.
Yeah. In the palate, it goes like a sweet cream, and then it rounds into this like tannic woody note.
Oh, it does. Sweet cream, and then it gets there pretty quick.
Yeah.
With the tannic woody. It's like
just flowers.
Sweet tea poured over the oak barrel.
Let's go back.
Yeah. Compare.
I brought the Wigle from a year and a half ago.
Okay.
This one, as opposed to batch 22, is batch 14.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
So 8 batches later.
So how big is a batch?
I would guess. Look, let me tell you.
It's not one of these things.
I think they gave a bottle count on it.
Okay. So because the batch isn't like a legally determined.
No, it's just industry. So this one was a batch of a 962, so roughly 1,000 bottles.
Okay.
This one also 1,000 bottles. So it looks like they're dumping 5-6 barrels at a time. Oh! Finally, vindication! My phone is always the one going off and shoots because I forget to mute it. Okay, wait. Do you want to know what you said about this whiskey last time?
Should probably
Turn your phone off.
actually put it on mute.
Yeah.
There we go. Yeah.
Okay. Do you want to know what you said about this last time, or do you want to go in blind?
Tell me.
Okay.
Tell me.
You said, wait for it, a dusty coffee ice cream with cherry and molasses.
Ooh, such good notes.
Yeah, there was a combined between the two of us.
Well, the better notes were mine. All right, so first
This
of
is
all,
much darker.
yes. First of all,
It's younger by like 6 months.
is the mash bill the same though?
Yeah, I'm assuming yes.
Okay, so assuming the same mash bill, younger. It doesn't smell younger though.
Even the color is darker on the younger
Well,
one.
I wonder what the deal is with that. Is the
It must have been the months it
40
aged
They're
over.
both the same proof.
Yeah,
46% ABV.
it's a darker, richer nose.
Yeah, it is. It's less of the bright ethanol and the barrel tannin ding on the nose.
This is, wow, man, this is 10 to 15% better in my preferred bourbon profile.
Ooh, yeah.
It's darker chocolate.
Yeah.
It's
So-
I get the coffee ice cream note that we're talking about.
Well, and I'm saying
creamy.
I say the creaminess, and then we were saying coffee earlier.
Yeah.
Back in the day, I'm leaning more towards like a darker chocolate.
Yep, and I get the molasses
Between
reference.
dark chocolate and a coffee, definitely like the ice cream. You got the sugary sweetness through there. Yeah.
Man, this first one is I mean, it's younger by 5 months, and or at least 5 months,
Yeah.
and I actually like it.
Yeah.
Significantly more.
Well, I would say, here's the thing. I don't want to oversell it with significantly more because these are very close.
Yes.
But if we're doing the A-B and we're nitpicking any minute little differences between the two, I would agree. I like the younger one better.
Yeah,
It
me too.
feels more matured, ironically.
Mm-hmm.
But, oh, yeah.
The old
Super
one
good.
feels a little bit thinner.
Yeah, man. Craft vintage.
I love it.
That's cool. I think craft people should lean into that idea
So
more.
guys, batch 14 was a winner.
Craft should lean into that idea more. We got JLE Blanc 42. Straight grains worth exploring. So what grain whiskeys are worth trying? You got corn, the wheat, specifically to explore different profiles.
I think you should try out wheat. I think wheat is a growing category that's a little underrated, and I'm still
Right.
trying to figure out what markers immediately make me go, this is wheat. Like right now, corn, malt, and rye, I've pretty much got those
So,
narrowed.
For,
But wheat,
for me, I'll say this. Wheat, the meaty center, right? Because you're always going to have outliers. The meaty center is usually going to be a soft sweetness with some like a little bit of the wheat toast character. Little bit. The most of it
I
is
get
a
the
soft
idea of
sweetness.
that.
Most of it is soft sweetness, but then you get like this wheat bready kind of character in there. And most wheat whiskeys, compared to other kind of categories, I usually find them a bit simpler.
I do agree with that. It tends to be more of a one note.
There are exceptions.
Yeah.
Absolutely. But we're talking about the broad strokes from category to category. Yeah.
I dig it.
I think corn is a much more interesting category to me.
Well, because
Yeah.
heirloom varieties create these massive variations.
And
rye does that too, but
Right.
we've got to experience it with corn because of Iron Root.
now,
Who, by the way, just won Bourbon of the Year, flat out.
No
Bourbon
kid-
of the
the
Year.
Licorice Brothers?
Yeah, by the whiskey in the world.
freaking
Not
whiskey-
corn whiskey of the year.
Right.
Bourbon.
Damn,
Just
y'all.
Best bourbon in the world.
Damn, y'all.
Iron Root.
Oh, all right.
Right?
I'm still not going to make fun of them for being gingers, but yeah, good on you. Good on you. Congratulations to the Iron Root boys down in the
Yeah.
comments there. So the other thing with corn whiskey is kind of exciting. You don't have to use new oak, do you?
Not with corn whiskey.
That's right.
You
That's why it's
used
exciting.
oak.
All right. What about wheat?
I don't know.
Ah.
I don't think. No, I think corn is the only one that has that exception. Yeah.
See, that-
right now, my brain is a little hazy from having a head cold.
Remind us in the
previously.
comments. Remind us in the comments.
Yeah.
So that
No,
just,
it's corn whiskey that only has a variation.
all right. So that just by itself, that is enough to make me more excited about corn whiskey as a category.
Because the options.
The options for finishing and aging is amazing. Okay.
Well, on the other page, do we have an AMA? So on Facebook and the Whiskey Tribe, during Try Week, you said, do you have any non-whiskey questions to ask us? We're going to start peppering those into the episodes.
Daniel Lepine, what do you and Daniel, it's talking to me, what do you and Daniel think about a Whiskey Tribe group cruise? We could fill a ship.
We could. So here's the thing. Your comment I went and searched
Right.
was like exactly my first thought.
What was my comment?
It was like, it sounds like the perfect recipe for a murder cruise.
No.
Like
it sounds like the beginning of a murder mystery.
Yeah, a murder mystery, like a...
Dibs on the one not being murdered.
Yeah, exactly. like, oh man, can you imagine? That would be both, it could be fun, it could be terrifying. Depending on whether it turned out like the Bastards Bowl or like La Quinta.
But the thing is, the Bastards Ball is like a day.
Yeah,
right.
And then you can recover.
It's a contained window of time. A cruise, it's like
and you got nowhere to be.
Assuming there's 3 pours like the Bastards Ball.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Then you got like days and nights and just nonstop access, and you don't have to drive anywhere, so you don't have to keep yourself in check.
That sounds super dangerous.
So much murder.
Yeah.
And it's not even like malicious murder. It's just accidental murder. It's like, hey,
Yeah.
you son of a bitch, and someone goes off the rails, and it's like, oh.
And someone's like, man overboard, and the captain's got 2 glasses of scotch. He's like, fuck him. All right, that's it. We'll
Swim.
save those for the next
All
one.
right, here we go.
All right.
Here's to fighting, stealing, and
If
drinking.
you fight me, I fight for a friend.
You steal me, you steal your liver.
And if you drink, may you drink with us.